3, 2, 1, let's go.
Where like I felt like I like wasn't fucking looking anywhere, or I was like staring at it hard enough that like I'm not blinking and I'm starting to cry, but I'm not emotional. So it's
like what is it, right?
Yeah.
Cool. All right, so I'm gonna try and keep the conversation to us, but yeah, I'm ready. When you introduce it, I'll probably just say hi. Okay, all right, I'll do
It's
it
like
more.
that.
More. Ready? 3, 2, 1, and go. Hello, everybody. My name is Jesse. I am coach. No, cancel.
It's all right.
I'm like, what do I want to tell the people about me? You know, it's like
It's all right.
I'm not shy or afraid to like share, but it's like
how it was.
what do I want to tell you?
It's not public speaking. It's not like.
So I'm gonna use the coach and the father cards.
Already?
You whining, yeah.
I'll give you some for you to edit. I'll probably say stupid stuff like.
Oh, dude, yeah, you're good. Like I said, I did an hour and 10 minutes yesterday, and it at no point was it like hard to talk about that. Like, oh, I've been through all this stuff, or even the details, but it was like presenting it. Like, how do I make this all flow? How do I, and then also not try to like tell too much right away.
Right.
You just like all right, it's episode 1. Like I don't know.
Okay. I think I got the dynamic now. I'm ready. And
yeah,
I'm
it's
like
just
ready
kind
to
of a comfortable. We're just talking about mental health. Kind of the day to day. It's regular things that we see each other at work. We see each other wherever with our kids, and we're smiling, but we have these deeper conversations when we can. And we got demons, and it's kind of a matter of how we're going to deal with it, how we're breaking that cycle that we went through, how we're dealing with that cycle on a day-to-day basis while creating new cycles.
All right, cut.
No, you're good. Again, thank you for being here. Wanted to
it's my honor. I really appreciate you. I know it's the first one. It was truly an honor when you said I was going to be your first guest. Very thankful for the opportunity, and then let's share a little bit to the world who we are. I am many things, but primarily I'm a father. I'm a soccer coach, as you know that. I coach one of your little ones.
Yeah,
for those of you that don't know, thank you. I'm also a dork for anime. I like Dragon Ball. I like Pokemon. Those are some.
We got the Dragon Ball fans out there.
But yeah, along the side, I also like to play soccer. Yeah, that's who I am. A little bit of who I am. I'm very honored to be there.
I will tell you guys, this man is selling himself very short. He is, yes, he's a lot of things. He is a man who wears many hats. He's not only a friend, mi hermano, but he is a mentor in disguise that I never thought I would have. This is someone who, anyone out there watching who has a similar experience you can relate to, where it oftentimes feels like there's just nobody who gets it because there's nobody going through your situation. You're a big, huge reason why like any of this is happening. It's why I like at some point mustered the balls to do something, like to stop just bitching and I like change it. There's a system out there, and I don't know why I'm not using it. So I definitely want to introduce you like that, but then also,
okay,
kind of like you did. I feel like you took it a step further. You didn't, and it's kind of what inspired me to do this. You didn't just break a cycle and then have kids. You broke a cycle, had a family, and now you're a coach for multiple kids, teaching all these life lessons, and it's like 120%. Like you did the extra credit. Like now you're good. Like,
thank you. We just got started though, but we just got started. Yeah. I told this to my wife today, literally. You think I sparked, but I think we're sparking each other. There's
think so.
Something in there that you're making me push myself more. and like be greater, and then also like take stuff from you too that I'm like, oh, I like how he's like doing this. I like what
That's
you
what
know, and that's really what it's about for me. At the end of the day, is like you mix and match.
like,
Just got to do it right. But okay, but a little bit about myself. I have two cultures well immersed in me. Um, I am Mexican, and I say Mexican primarily because I was born here but brought up in Mexico. So I have a lot of their culture, a lot of their values, a lot of. It's just a beautiful country, and so is this one. And I was born here, and I'm thankful. I'm thankful that I was born here. I've been here for half of my life, so I was born here, raised in Mexico until the age of 15, and I was in this country back again when I was 15 years old, and now I'm 31. So I've been here for half of my life, and then
half and half.
Yeah,
That's a solid half and half.
and I mean, it's been great. I've been getting both of the best worlds. In Mexico, I had a beautiful childhood, like anybody else. I've grown up with challenges in the family, but I think that's my identity. That's what makes me stay afloat or survive or have that spark to continue moving forward. I like when somebody tells me no. I love hearing somebody tell me no. Why? It's just very fulfilling to prove somebody that it was not the way they like. It might be impossible for you, but it's not impossible for somebody else. Yeah, exactly.
I like
watch me type of personality, kind of. You know, it's like, oh, you can't do it. Oh, you better rest assured I'm gonna get it done. You know, but yeah. So now I am married. I have two kids. Beautiful daughter, Delilah. My son, Santiago. My whole family is the reason I do what I do, but I'm trying to be a better man.
Yeah. You know, how did that switch kind of flip when you had kids, more or less? Did it, oh,
I can tell you the time that as soon as Santiago was born, like as soon as I knew that Lupita was pregnant, I like immediately went into like caveman mode, or I don't know how else to call it, but it's like, okay, unga, I protect kids. You know, protect family.
I get it.
You like, that's when I can tell you that switch flip right there. As soon as Santiago was born, I was like, fuck.
Yeah.
I gotta be a better man.
Yeah.
Like I've been a call up on this, and
now you got, a dependent, like not just a legal dependent or anything like that.
No, like
they need you, like,
and they will forever, but they need you less.
Yeah.
When they grow and they have a mind of their own.
You're a little replacement, but I feel like that was a lot of us out there where that, and if that switch still hasn't flipped for anyone watching, that it's very okay. That's what we're here to kind of figure out, how we're going to do it, when it happened for us and others, but kind of figuring out, similarities, different journeys. I think a lot of us watching as fathers, that switch flipped. Yeah, exactly like Jesse said. The second that we knew, cave woman is pregnant, now caveman must provide. Like, I get it. Like, I would say, with all of that, like you flip that switch, and phenomenally so. How, on a day-to-day basis, now, fast forward ahead, now your family's a little older, a little bit bigger with Lila now. How do you keep that switch flipped on a day-to-day basis? How do you, your bad days, is it just discipline? Is it motivation? Is it autopilot? Like, what are you doing that you are able to keep that switch flipped and, help us? Like, what the hell, man?
You gotta wanna go get it. You wanna have that drive inside of you to wanna go get it. And like you said it earlier today, yes, they're I'm their legal guardian. Yes, by law I have to provide for them, right? But it's the want, the need to deliver there or to be there. You know,
I like that, to deliver that, like,
it's again being caveman.
yeah,
Immediately you go if you love your family. That's
yeah,
and sometimes that's not the case, but
yeah,
for the most part, all of us do flip that switch as soon as that the news are delivered to us that
yeah.
we're gonna have a baby.
It's
But
not just you anymore, or
exactly, you go beyond that. But yeah, reframing on the question a little bit more.
yeah. How do you keep that switch flipped? How are you maintaining a level of responsibility, but also a level of calmness in your day to day?
Oh, it's not calm. It's not calm. I think, yeah, my routine keeps evolving the more my kids grow.
Gotcha.
I'm sure you know that your kids are a little bit
Yeah,
older than mine,
it's
so you've
adaptability.
adapted to what the new day has for you. Sometimes, yes, I have difficult days, but
Yeah,
you just go around them. You fill in the blanks. I like to say that at work.
yeah.
What do you need from me today? Fill in the blanks. Okay, we're just filling in the blanks
I
because you
like
don't know
that.
what's gonna come at you. Sometimes one of your kids might get sick, and you're gonna have drop work, go pick them up. Like
Yeah,
that's just one random example that doesn't happen often, thankfully. But
but being
um,
ready for
be
it,
ready
and
for a change in your day. And my routine in the morning, it's crazy. My wife's routine in the
yeah,
after, it's crazy. It's a lot. It takes a lot from you, and you
mm,
still have to do you. So that drive, I think you get it out of pure love. I think it's pure love that you get it.
yeah,
It's that unlimited feel that I'm talking about. Again, it feels better to be on top with the team than by
yeah.
yourself. You know.
Lonely at the top. It's if you don't got a team with you, it's what are you doing? You got no one to high five. Um,
Live or fulfill or go through the feelings of winning.
yeah,
You know.
I'd like to talk about what you just said. Anyone watching, please, if you, I feel like this advice could work for a lot of different situations, relationships, kids, even work. What he just said, if you're not sure what to do to help someone out, a loved one, a coworker, go up. What can I do to help you today? And you fill in the blanks, just like that. Help out day to day, and eventually that's going to come back to you. And I think that's a really good method of one. You're not overthinking it. Not going to go do something unnecessary, but you're putting yourself out there, and you're making it known that I want to help and I'm here for you.
I
And
think that's half of the battle.
yeah, just being there. And
Show up.
that's great. I'm telling my journey, my every chapter of my life, as messed up and painful as it is, uh, but I think, like, a lot of people watching, you trauma bonding, like, like, oh, this person hurts too, but they're such a good person, and you just gravitate to them. And there's the what's that phrase? Like, pressure makes diamonds, kind of
Yeah,
thing. And
I
it's
agree.
a lot of the best people I've known, like you included, some of the best people I've known have had some of the hardest lives that you can't write stories about. You can't, like, make that up. That's just what happened, and they're still here outworking you. So knowing how you are now, what kind of cycles did you go through in not just your childhood but your life, and then what cycles did you want to repeat? What cycles did you kind of notice work for you that you didn't want to pass on to your family? 'Cause we're all eating our parents' leftovers. We're just figuring out what we want to pass on to our kids. And what kind of cycles did you go through, and what are you still dealing with today behind the scenes?
I think all of us are dealing with a lot of things, right? But um, yeah, I think my biggest one right now is I'm working on my family traumas. My childhood growing up. I think we all had one. Some of us had it easier. Some of us had it a little bit more harder. But um, yeah, I think if I can fix myself, that's gonna be less traumas for my kids. That's gonna be something that I cannot pass to them. That I wouldn't
Yeah,
want to pass to them at least.
yeah,
Helping myself, breaking the cycles. yeah, it's not easy. It's not easy. Challenging yourself.
Yeah,
It's that's really what it's about, though. Being comfortable with the uncomfortable, and I say that a lot in soccer practice because
I
again,
hear you say that a lot. Yeah,
it's just I know it sounds very simple, but there's a lot of complexity in the simplicity.
yeah,
You are gonna be uncomfortable. You're gonna be comfortable with the uncomfortable. That's gonna make you be better. That's gonna make you evolve. You know, keep growing. Again, it's if I have to go pick up my son, my daughter right now because they're sick or something. You know,
yeah,
being adaptable to whatever situation. I mean, I'm gonna be here in this world, so I want it to be to the best it can be. I
yeah.
want the best world for my family and any friends or family that are surrounding me as well. Too, you know.
Kind of leaving things better than you found it.
That's that type of mentality in a sense, you know. But immediately, as soon as Santiago was born, I remember I immediately wanted to be great. I was like, oh, this is what I'm messing up on, and you immediately go into like
Yeah,
all the worst things about you. But
self-analyzing.
and
Yeah,
you
of
know, we're
like,
still yeah, like everybody's just great. You know, you just sometimes just see the negative,
yeah.
and that's not just the whole picture. You know, but
I feel like oftentimes it is easier to just see the, you see someone walking down the street and they got a broken leg, and the only thing you see is a broken leg, and that might be a Nobel Peace Prize winner, but you didn't ask. Like,
yeah, we forget about ourselves. You know, you want to make
yeah,
everybody happy. But connecting back to the question, that I don't. He made it. He worded it very precisely for me to understand. He said, "Think about you 5 years back, and then 5 years forward, right?
yeah.
Would you still want to be dealing with the stuff that you're dealing right now in 5 years from now?"
I feel like most of us would, they would say no, but I feel like a
Right.
lot of us don't. They don't ask that question to themselves.
And it's asking you questions that helps you
Yeah,
understand that a lot. And then he told me, would you want your son to go through what you're going now? I was like, immediately, no.
yeah.
That
It
was
kind of
a big
punches
no
you in the
because it's
gut real
like,
quick. Like,
okay, so not only am I asking myself now, how can I narrow it down to try and be a better person? I'm asking
yeah,
myself the right questions, but it's like, no, this immediate feeling of I don't want my son to go through what I'm
yeah,
going through right now. I might when he's 30, do I want him to be going through the exact same? No, and that's what
yeah,
makes you or clicks or flips or switches in you to immediately want to be better. You want to go to the gym. You want to eat healthier. Why do you want to eat healthier?
yeah,
It's not just because eating healthy. It's with the purpose. The purpose is to live a long, prosperous life,
yeah,
healthy. You know why? Because I want to be there for this little guy that is gonna get into a big guy, and I'm gonna want to be there. You know,
yeah. Be
his
able to
entire
like
life.
keep up and
So all that put together, it's more than enough fuel to want to make you evolve or get better or understand yourself and lose or understand your traumas and
yeah.
make it more because they're not gonna go away. Let's be honest, right? Your traumas are not gonna
It's
go away,
yeah.
but it gets easier because you understand other things, have different knowledge that helps you support and then continue growing.
It's like I feel like trauma. It's while it's never your identity, it's exactly like you said. It is always going to be a part of you. It's you can't erase that chapter out of your life. You can. It is what it is.
Too, I
Yeah,
think you need to, you know, you gotta let go of things. You gotta be able to continue moving, and if you want to continue moving, things are gonna be thrown at you. You gotta release some of them too.
yeah.
You know.
If you could, if you could say one thing to the audience, one thing, kind of this week's homework, that you'd like them to do, even if it's just something simple.
Yeah. Challenge yourself. I would say challenge yourself to do something that you've been putting on or pushing off. Sorry. Um, do something that you've been wanting to do. I just did this week. It feels great. I would definitely do something else next week. So I would say just challenge yourself to go for a jog, go for
Yeah,
a run,
breaking
break
that
it
like
down, break
comfort
it down.
zone
Yeah.
almost.
And then from there, you're gonna poke around and find out more things, and it's a good feeling.
Yeah,
it's a really good feeling when you're like, oh man, I was so frightened by it, but you know. And then I like to use this example all the time. It's like the next wall you're jumping is gonna be a lot bigger than the next wall. So you got
Yeah.
better, but that next wall, just you're gonna it's
Ooh,
gonna
you
take
got
more
past
out of
level
you.
one. Yeah,
And there's gonna be always another great wall that
Yeah.
you're gonna have to jump in. I think it all starts by challenging yourself daily to do something that you don't want to do.
Yeah.
Be comfortable with the uncomfortable.
I feel like you were one of the people who like got me back into it by having that make your bed mentality. That if I didn't do anything else all day, at least I made my bed.
That gives you hope. That keeps you alive. You know, that's like something to look forward to.
Because of you, my bed is made every day, annoyingly so, and your voice is in the back of my head. But no, it's a good thing. I encourage you all to find your friend group, whether it's this community, whether it's another one, whether it's reach out, get a therapist. It helps. I'll be the first to say it's. If anyone's making fun of you for it, then they're not the kind of people you need in your life anyway. We are breaking down the stigma of talking about breaking cycles. We are breaking the stigma of talking about just, are you okay? Reaching out to a friend, finding ways to push yourself through the pain, finding ways to push yourself when it feels like there's no time to. So, I think we'll kind of start to wrap things up. I'll just say next week's guest, we are going to discuss music and trauma. But for now, I'd like to go ahead and extend my gratitude again to Coach Jesse Salazar.
Thank you. It was a true honor to be here.
You're a great mentor, and I wish you nothing but just continued success. But I can't wait to see you at the top.
We'll get to the top. Thank you. I think we'll keep pushing each other. I'm very thankful to have you in my life too as well. Outside of here, you pushed me to be better. You don't know this, but I steal a lot of your tactics or tricks or tips to be a father. So it's amazing that you have other people around you or in your life that make you feel like it's not going to be that bad, although it's hard and it's tough.
Yes, that right there is why you're the first one here. That's why this is all
that you're going through it too as well, and you're still alive, and you seem like you're doing very well at it, although you don't think that in your brain. It's like everything sucks. Everything's like crumbling.
Like this too shall pass, but it's having that support group, whether again it's you just a friend or a few friends. However, I think it's crucial to not only your mental health but your development as a person. Again, if you're not taking that step to go do something that makes you uncomfortable, the fucking parrots. If you're not doing the things that make you uncomfortable, I don't feel like you're gonna grow. And
good job.
But that is it for today's episode. This has been House of Strides. I wish you all a happy, healthy, productive week. Do your homework. I'll see you next time.
Challenge yourself.
That
was fun.